Morning, everyone. I am Jan, Agati Abbarno. I have been an artist probably all my life when I think about it, starting at 4 and taking it on as my life's work. Right now, I've gone through many phases of drawing and painting, drawing primarily. It is my medium of choice. But I have been moving since COVID in a very different direction. I have found with the onset of COVID, in the time and the space that I am living in, that I am uncomfortable, unfamiliar, and deeply unsure about what is happening to the world around me. And as an artist, I think that it has seeped into the work. I want to express it. I am most interested in my conversation or the engagement between myself and my viewer. I would like my viewer to stand back and see my work, and I'd like the viewers to come in closely so that there can be a sense of intimacy and they can start to look at the layering that was my intention. I don't think it's necessary for them to know my intention to have a dialogue with the work. That being said, this is a piece called Amalgam New Reality. The process is made of 2 monotypes. It begins with 2 monotypes. The monotypes are sort of 2 squares that you can see hovering in the background. Then, one of the monotypes was fresh, one of the monotypes was the flip reverse or the ghost. And then I began to work on top of it. The word amalgam had a new meaning and an old meaning and a new meaning. Amalgam meaning a combination of something in the modern sense. Amalgam in the old sense meaning fillings and cavities, something mercury plus a metal, a kind of metal. Still done, questionable, still good, bad, safe, not safe. But amalgam in my sense here is this combination. It's a combination of what has taken over this need for me to express. Beginning with the back layer, you will see figurative-like things. There is an allusion to figurative work in there. And then I begin this line making on top of it, which creates a kind of frenzy. These are frenetic lines. Lines that I used to call acoustic lines, and they were delicate and they would dance and sort of move with an ease through space. Not now. These are frenetic lines. And there was an attempt to put boxes, put people, figures into the boxes. And of course, it doesn't happen. It reflects our culture. And then what I really like most about this piece is in the composition, I love the way I just frenetically, hysterically, just drag it right off. It's meant to be disconcerting. It's meant to upset, make you feel ill at ease, which to me it does. Let's see, that's pretty much it. It is on BFK Reeves drawing paper, which I like because of its cushiony quality. It has Prismacolor pencils, it has graphite, and it even has a little bit of brush work done with the soy-based ink that I use to achieve this dark feeling. This to me is our new reality. This to me is what we're living with. Unknown diseases, a country I don't recognize, insecurity, fear for my granddaughter, things like this. They all come out in the work. Do you need to know that? Not necessarily. But I hope that when you do dialogue with the piece, that you will at least engage. If you don't engage, if a viewer does not engage, then I feel that I have failed. That's it.
Are there any questions? We always take questions if there are any.
Were you thinking anything in terms of your choice of the color palette?
Yes, Jerry, I was. I think it was probably a little more subliminal, but I mean, certainly I was thinking of class differences, for example, like the purple being the regal, the privileged, and the red being relating to red, hot, pain, blood, suffering of some sort of, and always that attempt for hope where the yellows are coming in. The yellows are trying to squeak through, but they're overcome, they're overcome by the line making. So I hope as you pick through the layers and get up close to it, you'll see the hand.
You talk about working with such gesture.
Yes.
Are you working with the artwork in front of you, standing up, or are you working on
Both.
the surface? Yeah, you're
Both.
moving the piece around.
Yes, so I can use the entire, the whole radiation of the armpit or the arm side. It's got to be almost like a dance move, if you will, but it's a very agitated.
You mentioned you were working with monotypes. Are you
Yes.
working with like a body of work and then kind of filtering through what's the most appealing monotype, or is this a singular piece at a time?
Sometimes I do a series. I did a series some time ago of virtual landscapes, which were meant to be landscapes. And then all of a sudden COVID came and I found myself doing things called Broken Yolks, the series called Broken Yolks. And then I did another series called the COVID series. And this piece came out of that. So somewhere in there, I will work individually and I will work in a general sort of mindset. That's where they come from. Recently, I did a very limited but delicate little series of medallions, and those are over at the Hauptmann Woodward Research Center right now, and they're very different. They're very different. I had seen an exhibition in Los Angeles at the Getty Museum of Hans Holbein the Younger, and there were medallions and jewelry and just lots of circles and more circles, and that's where the whole medallion series came from. You would not recognize this in the medallion series is the same person, I don't think. Thank you for your questions.
Thanks, Jen.
You're welcome.
Thank you.